Hello everyone. Neverzen coming back to you with another video. Today we are going to be checking out Xdinary's latest comeback. We are going to be checking out ICU, which is the title track, as well as the B-side Lost and Found. Note, I did listen to the album already with the exception of ICU, so I do know what Lost and Found sounds like. So far, Spoiler and Love Me to Death are my top two songs, but who knows, maybe ICU might take a spot on there, but I am very excited for this. I did not survive the concept photos at all, both sets, the first one and the second one, especially the first one, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And I pre-ordered those albums immediately, but we're not going to talk about that. So this is a pause warning. It is one of my alt groups. I have a feeling this is going to be a very colorful expression in a lot of things, so I'm going to pause a lot. If pausing is not for you, you should probably find another channel, because I do pause pretty much every video. But if you don't mind some pausing, and by some I mean a lot, stick around and let's go ahead and first check out ICU. All right, here we are with ICU pulled up, and let's dive right in. Okay, what we got? Oh, the sound of the bed. Okay, what we got? Not the laughing and pointing. Oh, it's okay. Okay. Ooh, the way the synth just came in. Hold up now. Okay. The way this pre-chorus sounds, I expected it to go up after the O's. He brought it back down. Ooh. We'll let Julian drive. Why are we shocking my ear like that? Why does Jungsu sound so good? What is going on? I need to go back. Okay. Let's have Happy Death Day. Oop, he was a doctor. Oop, not... Pause. The way Jungsu just said ICU, ah. Oh, I love that. But not Ode being a doctor saving himself while also watching himself save himself. Okay, Gaon. I was about to comment on the fact that them giving the "oh, we don't need no distance" to Ode was immaculate. But this picture of them just being the embodiment of chaos and then Gunil being over it is so fun. Oh, I love that. I love that we don't need the distance line. Not gonna lie, it's immaculate. They also look so good in these black outfits. Oh, I love it. Okay, Julia. Not Junhan driving. I'm sorry, Gunil just looks so over everything. Hold up. Gunil just looks over everything, and it's such a mood. Ooh. Not the ball going down. Okay, Jun. Okay, Junhan. Ooh. Yeah, that's how it feels listening to this. Why are they doing this? This is too much. It's too much. I can't. Why are they all screaming like this? I need to go back one more time to this solo. I'm sorry. Come on, Junhan. Julian, shut up. I'm sitting here telling Julian to shut up, and here comes Jungsu hitting the freaking high. I don't get paid enough. I don't. Okay, outro. Okay, well, I'm glad you're okay, but the doctors are dead. So... I don't know how I would feel about that, but at least you're alive, yay. How long are we gonna sit here? Okay. I'm like, how long are we just gonna sit and stare? This is a lot of beeping. Not them playing that song in the end of the video. Oh, I can't with them. I can't. All right. Let's talk ICU. I honestly love this song. They do not have any bad songs. Just straight up. They don't have bad songs. Like, I can't really say that about many groups. Xdinary Heroes, I can 100% say they have a no skip discography. Period. Like, banger after banger after banger, and as they should. Let's go ahead and break this down like we normally do. First, I want to touch on vocals. Oh, Sungmin on that freaking pre-chorus. Love his vocals. The we don't need no distance, the way he brought it down. Like, I thought the O was gonna bring it up, and he said, nope, we're gonna bring it down. And then we're gonna bring it up. Okay, I got you. Juyeon, as always, his voice sounds so freaking amazing. But this is definitely one era. Well, let me actually not sit here and tell that lie, because Jungsu really stands out every era. But this one in particular, something about his voice on this song just hits different. Like the way the layering happened for the charge up shock part, as well as his high note. This is Jungsu's era. Also Sungmin's era too. Those two are definitely like the main two that really stood out to me this era. But oh my gosh, vocally, like the charge up shock, even with Juyeon's like charge up shock, like the layering of their voices was just so satisfying to listen to, and I honestly can just listen to that part over and over and over and over and over. In terms of rapping, Gaon coming back in with the rap. I feel like it's been quite some time since we had like a full like Gaon rap verse like that, and I support it. I definitely support it, 100%. Oh, this was such a good song. I don't even know like how else to break this down, because if we start looking into like, you know, the specifics with their instruments, like Gunil carried on the drums like you know he does. Junhan's freaking guitar solo, then the freaking synths, and it's just so freaking much went into the song, and it's just honestly high energy, peak, and amazing. One thing I do want to touch upon is a bit of the concept, because I know my delusional self wants this so badly, but like this is really, in terms of concept, is reminiscent some of their like older stuff, where it's like it's not as more like toned and down to earth. Like it's more experimental, which kind of plays into some of their older stuff, you know, like Happy Death Day, Test Me, Haircut. Like those ones are kind of like more like experimental in terms of sound and appearance, and I feel like ICU really ties into that very well. Like it's definitely a complete 180 between the last few, you know, with Little Things and Night Before the End and Beautiful Life, and then you get this colorful bombshell thrown in your face, and it's like, okay. And I love every last second of it. The music video was definitely, you know, giving the lovesick vibes, you know. Ode was in a cool coma, and, you know, he had his friends and his bandmates in there with him. Still don't understand what it meant when they all just kind of passed out, and then he woke up. But either way, it definitely was like, you know, like a whole coma, and then he woke up from the coma, and then, you know, yay, he saved, woo, kind of story. And then, you know, all the colorful expressions, like, you know, the furry instruments and rainbows and the flying van, like all of it's just giving colorful and whimsical, which I feel kind of encapsulates the vision they're going for his coma and the journey he was taking in it. Some of their facial expressions though were funny as heck. Like Gunil in the van was just over it. Like he's plugging his ears, everyone's just screaming, he's just sitting there with his arms crossed like, these kids. Which makes sense, because to be fair, he's the only one that is born with a 19 at the beginning of his year. The rest of them are born after the 2000, so makes sense. There's a bit of an age gap, and they played into that. But either way, phenomenal song, phenomenal video, and still don't know why they had Love Me to Death playing at the end when the van was upside down. I feel like they're calling out to me, since it is literally my favorite song on the album. So I feel like they're definitely trying to call out to me with them playing that at the end. And it's funny too, because that part, I remember specifically the part that they were playing when they're like the van was upside down, was definitely the part of the song that had me floored when I first listened to it. So that they were definitely calling out to me specifically. Forget the rest of y'all, it was for me. But either way, let's go ahead and check out Lost and Found. Alright, here we are with Lost and Found. I already know, just based off the song, this is going to be a bit more on the somber side, so let's dive right in. Plus 5.5 minutes, yeah, it's definitely going to be storyline here. Oh, so what's it giving? It's giving questioning. What are we questioning, though? Oh, why are we crying? Who I gotta beat up? Whoever made you cry, I'll fight them. Give me their name, their address for right now.
시작할게.
Okay.
막연히 나 오늘도 널 기다려 가만히 시계만 바라보면서 당연히 제 주인을 기다리듯이 멍하니 For me 어리석게 믿은 그말
Oh,
야, 나 잠깐 나왔다 올게.
oh, go on. Don't leave. You seem a little sad. You need a hug? Oh. Yeah, right now some Julian.
어리석게 믿은 그말 Love Keep falling 기대하게 되던 없이 여지없이 이젠 지쳤어 Just throw me away 이 기다림을 끝낼 수 있도록 한 줄기 힘만 더 가질 수 없게 내 던져도 확실히 Like a lost and found 자꾸만
Oh, he's in Ribeye South now.
누군가 찾아가서는 더 익숙해져 버린 끝없이 또 반복되는 기다림 이제 솔직히 말해주겠니 부디
It's giving like there's personal problems. It's causing like rift in the band. It's what the storyline's giving so far.
어딘가를 향해 from lost and found 넌 지금 나의 빛을 모르는 걸까 아니면 네 하루엔 늘 없던 걸까 공허한 질문에 혼자서
Oh, the dog sticks are vertebrae.
망가져 부질없이 이젠 지쳤어 Just throw me away
No, he's running back for them, I think.
또 볼 일이 있겠지 뭐.
I'm sure we'll see each other again sometime. My heart.
Like a lost and found 자꾸만 누군가 찾아가서 꺼낸 더 익숙해져 버린 끝없이 또 반복되는 기다림
Run after him, Julian. Yeah.
솔직히 말해주겠니 부디 그 어딘가를 향해 from lost and found
지금 못 참아 이제. 기타가 왜 생기는데?
No. Forget what? Like, what do you mean your guitar's on the truck? Like, we're not just gonna forget about that. Like, what are you doing?
선을 찾아줘
여기에서 헤어지라고 그게 아닌데? 찾아가야 될 거 아니야. 가자 빨리. 가자고.
Yeah, that's right. Power of friendship.
Lost but never found 사실 너
Not the rain.
이대로 끝나지 않는다면 괴로운 기다림 온전히 날 간직해두자 우리 다시 사랑을 말해주겠니 부디 그 어딘가를 향해 from lost and found Let me be found like a lost and
Oh, so cute. Oh. Oh, there's like. It's the guitar. The guitar is okay. Yay. Oh, I love that video so much. All right, let's talk about Lost and Found. Was not expecting that music video to get me in my feels as much as it did. Like it hit differently, honestly, and I'm so okay with that. I guess we can break it down as normal since, you know, I never really talked about the song. In terms of the song itself, it's a nice, beautiful song. Like, it's not one that I'm gonna go out of my way to listen to all the time, but when I'm in the mood for it, I will 100% be going straight to it because it's perfect for, like, not necessarily like a sad mood, but kind of something more like somber, reminiscent kind of thing, like, you know, staying in touch with yourself, I guess is the way I can say it. Because at least from what I'm getting from the song, it's kind of, you know, like this part of you, you know, like where you're lost and then, you know, searching and finding yourself again. And it's kind of, you know, the process and journey along that of re-finding yourself again. And you know, it's nice to have a refresher of that every now and then because you have to stay in tune with who you are to kind of give the best version of yourself. So that self-reflection kind of allows for the improvement externally, if that makes sense. So that's why, like, this song really hits that specific niche for me because it's just so beautifully written and sung, and it's just great. In terms of the music video, I am obsessed with the story. Like, they gave us a storyline, like everyone has their issues, you know, but the thing that really stood out was when Juyeon was chasing Gaon and he hit him with the "why do you always run away from everything?" Stop, because I feel like a lot of us can, you know, kind of resonate with some of the, like, complex emotions that this music video was portraying because, you know, I'm quite sure there's a lot of points where people have kind of given up and wanted to run away from their problems, but instead of running away, you know, embracing it and rebuilding yourself is kind of what the storyline was giving with Gaon because, you know, he was having issues, he threw away the guitar, and then he realized that that wasn't the necessary proper way to deal with whatever he's dealing with, so he kind of regretted it, but then it was burned, so you kind of, you know, rebuilding yourself anew. But then in reality it actually wasn't burned, it was just sitting in a box underneath the jacket in a case. So there you go, it's not burned, you just have to find yourself again, and that's pretty much all encapsulating with everything. The parts where they're like in the rain and then they had like the school outfits on the roof and it's like the back and forth, like the present with the guitar burning and the crying, and then the past where they're all happy and enjoying their time together. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's too much. It's giving a lot of emotions and it was too much, honestly. But oh my gosh, I definitely feel like this is a phenomenal album of theirs, and just with these two videos alone, and that's not even the other, I think 5 songs, 6, 4, something like 4 to 6 songs on the album. So leave it to Xdinary Heroes to give us something great and immaculate as they always do, and this is why they're one of my alt groups, because they just consistently give us great music, great videos, and I'm honestly hoping that for our future comebacks we stay a bit more with the kind of overall feeling that we had with ICU, where we kind of stick with the more colorful stuff. Like, I like the realistic stuff, but the more exploration, like, you know, experimental kind of stuff is what I really fell in love with them for. So I'm hoping we get a lot more of that because I am honestly obsessed, because it's Xdinary Heroes and they're great. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and cut to the outro. But that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. The next video that you're going to see from me will be my reaction to Xlove's latest comeback with Riz. Xlove gives us bangers, so I'm sure that this is going to fall perfectly in line with that because it's Xlove. They're amazing, and I love all 4 of them. But thank you all so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please like, comment, and or subscribe. If you don't want to do any of that, that is perfectly fine. You watched the video to this point, which means you have supported me in one way or another. If you would like to have maybe a bit of a more personalized conversation, the description does have different socials of mine that you can feel free to reach me out on, and I'll be more than happy to respond to you. But I do want to thank you all so much for watching, and I do look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Never Zen,